My name is Abigail Roloff. Before coming to Forge, I grew up on the mission field, and I've been in the States for about 3 or so, maybe more years than, and I've just been going to college and trying to listen to what God wants me to do in the future after that. But I was on a mission trip, or an internship rather, to Nepal, and I had just experienced a lot of darkness spiritually, and it affected me greatly. And I came back feeling very numb, and just not confident at all in myself, and just wanted to learn exactly how to deal with that when things get tough, when you're on the mission field. How do I deal with darkness? And how do I deal with not being sure where to start as far as sharing the gospel to different people groups and unreached people groups? And I feel like just through Forge, I gained the confidence to be able to walk out everything that I learned and go back to the mission field. And so many things that I realized I needed to give up, I needed to surrender. I needed to lay down my own agenda, my own dreams, and just hear God's voice on what exactly He wanted me to be doing. And really, truly, that it isn't about me, and my life is only good for Jesus, and I will do anything He asks me in order to spread the gospel. My situation was hectic, to say the least. I returned back from Nepal on May 1st, 2025, and prior to that, Forge was not in the plans. I had been encouraged to do it for probably the past year by the Eppersons, by my really good friend Alexis Deason, and other people. And I always said no. But coming back from Nepal, I was pushed to such a place where I feel like the Lord was giving me the opportunity to fill my cup again, and I really desperately needed it. And He completely opened the door for Forge, and I literally had no other choice but to just run towards it and go for it. And I decided, I think it was probably 2 weeks, maybe less than 2 weeks before Forge, I committed to doing it. And I had to start fundraising, and that looked like a whole lot of prayer, with maybe 10 to 12 days to fundraise. And I just want to say thank you so much to every single person that donated and impacted me in such a way, like what you gave me helped me to experience Jesus fully. And that is something that I'm just so indebted to each person who gave. And thank you to those who, even as I was showing up to Forge and I didn't have enough, that you decided to provide in the very last second. I just want to thank you so much for that. I think just going back into the everyday routine and everyday spaces, and returning back to my college campus, and just in every situation looking around me and seeing who can I share just the powerful message of Jesus Christ with. 100% to anyone. I would recommend it to anyone. It doesn't matter what phase of life, what you've gone through in the past. Truly, anyone can learn the simplicity of the gospel and how to share it with others.